good evening. Good evening. We are here on the West Coast with your thoughts with Yorkie Cruz. This is your favorite concierge out of the Coachella Valley, Flower from Facebook.
Hey
And,
now.
and we're here with Yorkie. And hi, good evening. How are you on this summer night?
I am fine. It's hot up in here in Vegas. Lord Jesus Christ. You know? But I'm fine. I'm blessed. I'm above the ground. You know? How
That's
about you,
good.
Miss Flower?
You
How
look
are you?
beautiful. You look beautiful.
Huh?
You look beautiful tonight.
Oh, just tonight? Good grace. I'm just playing.
You always look great. You always present yourself very well.
Yeah, I'm
Me,
trying
I know
to maintain.
I was just discussing this. I was just doing another show. I was doing a live show right now. It was a live show on YouTube. Um Doughboy TV, and he's also out of Las Vegas. He's a comedian that I've known for over a decade. And so we were actually discussing because I don't show my face, but it's not that I don't want to. I just my glam team hasn't repurposed or re put itself together, however you say that. And so therefore my audio rights have been the only thing cleared, so I haven't had any visual rights cleared. That all has to go through other contracts and things for me um to appear here. So yeah, so as soon as that clears, I'll be, hopefully glammed up and hitting the stage with you guys. So you guys can see my facial expressions
Yeah, right.
and things like that every once in a while as the kind of narrator to this platform. So yeah, so what's up? How's it going? It's the weekend there in Vegas, Yorkie. What has been up? I know you have been had a lot on your mind. I think that you have been wanting to address some things. So I know you like to get into some of those things. So pick a subject and let's see. What's your thoughts tonight, Yorkie Cruz?
Well, my thoughts was like really to be honest with everybody, yeah, whoever is watching, supporting, and I'm gonna keep it real, what I'm saying? This is real talk and it's some serious talk, what I'm saying, Miss Flower, if you can tap in with me. So I've been going through a lot of stuff, a lot of shit, as everybody know Yoki, they know that Yoki is a happy person. They know Yoki will go get it. Yoki will just do this, and for the simple fact that when we in the entertainment and personal life that we're dealing with every day, we gonna encounter a lot of people that got envy, hate. You know what I'm saying? And me coming from another country as a Filipino, and I'm proud to be Filipino. So all the Filipinos that's gonna be watching, you know, mabuhay. I'm just telling you, it's like aloha in what you call them is flower,
In
where they say
Hawaiian.
the huh
In Hawaiian. Aloha.
Hawaii,
Yes.
right? So we call it mabuhay in the Philippines. But anyway,
Okay.
make a story short, my thought last night is like, because I live by myself. I'm on a transition living, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm not ashamed of it because everybody go through it. You know what I'm saying? And I will never be ashamed of my struggle because that's the reason why I'm stronger now.
Yeah.
And I'm here. Facing you guys, and you guys can see my motivation and my consistency of where I want it to be, even though people is trying to pull me back down, break me, or they think they trying to break me or rebuild me back. On my mind is like, you cannot break somebody that's already built, you know
Yeah.
and like you said a while ago, what is in my thought? My thought is like realization of life. That's what I'm on right now. I'm only 37, and I feel like the life that I'm dealing with right now, I feel unfair. It's unfair. You know, why she got this, why they got this, why they can run this, why I can't. So I'm sitting back and meditating that even the rich people, you know what I'm saying? I noticed that I believe, matter of fact, I believe that the rich people got more problem than the poor people that's struggling. You know what I'm saying? Because we still give the love even though we're struggling. We're still gonna give our last even though we ain't got shit.
Yeah.
You know, and when you say I'm trying to address something, yes, I'm trying to address. I've been trying to be civilized, as you see, Miss Flower. I've been around and known you for a long time. We might don't see each other for a lot of time, you know, but we
Yeah.
communicate. Communication is the key to every goddamn shit.
For
You
sure.
know?
You have to have levels of communication to be able to get through this world for sure.
Right. So the simple fact that when I say that to the people that I encounter and I'm trying to build relationship, trying to know you, and at the same time I'm trying to learn because this is not my country, you know. So I'm trying to vibe with the wind. It's like I asked somebody, Miss Flower, what is the two things in life that's so heavy? I mean, that's so light but heavy to carry. What you think is the
Oh,
two
you're asking
things?
me? What, you're asking me too?
Yeah,
Um, Something so
just for
light
the
but heavy
people
to
to
carry.
know, you know, the opinions, the it's like when I say realization of life, I want to know where the people mental at because I didn't build the talk show, this podcast, your thoughts with Yoki because a lot of people cannot be heard. There's a reason why I we built this podcast to let you know if the shoes fit. It's like if my
Right.
thoughts apply on somebody else, like they can relate. I can force everybody to believe what I'm saying on my podcast, but it's up to the people that can relate and connect and collide with it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not stepping on nobody's toes, but this show is your thoughts with Yoki. So if another guest or another person or you yourself, Miss Flower, feeling a certain type of way or you got thoughts in your mind, this is what the show is for.
Right.
But I've been getting a lot of messages on my phone that oh you need to stop doing what you're doing because it's not good to broadcast. I'm not broadcasting nothing. It's my thoughts,
Right.
and
You can broadcast whatever you want to broadcast and you can get out and say whatever you want to say. And sometimes doing it in the most simplest of honest ways is the way that you're going to be heard. Not everybody needs a big production and not everybody needs to have a million followers because the words that they speak will be heard eventually throughout the systems and the ways that it needs to be heard. I today um I listened to I think I might have listened to a interview from somebody, and it was an interview from like maybe months ago, maybe last year. But guess what? It applied for something today. So either that interview was timeless to where it's always going to apply to something that somebody needs to hear. So don't ever take your words for granted and don't ever take your thoughts for granted. And we live in a society that is currently documenting and getting, getting paid and getting acknowledged um, and getting encouraged to document everything we think, see, do, feel. Because the reality is these things may not all be true next year. And so, yes, we have to get those things out when we have those ideas and thoughts. And your words are just as important and your thoughts are just as important as everybody else's mindless other opinions out there. So, yeah, speak your truth. What's to stop you?
yeah, I'm saying. I mean, ain't nobody can stop you. Okay, they tried, Miss Flower. They tried so many
They
times.
was trying to tell
They
me
almost
today.
got me though. They
Look,
almost
they
got
was
me.
trying to tell me today. They was trying to tell me today that like, oh, because Pluto's like years away that like people can't travel there. Like, so there are people that got 10 years to go devote to that. Like, maybe that's what they
Real
want to go
talk.
do for the next 10 years is go
Real.
do that. Like, people go be a doctor for 10 years. People go be a lawyer. They take 10 years of school. What if you wanted to go to Pluto? Then you would go put 10 years in at the Space Academy. Like, I mean, I don't know what it, whatever, but like, you can't tell me what don't exist. You can't tell me what I don't think, or what I feel I don't feel, or what I don't know. Can't
Oh my
nobody
God, say
tell
that
me what I
again.
don't know. You know?
Right now, you know. If you don't know,
Right.
damn, simple as that. The hell's wrong with people? But anyway, Miss Flowers, so I'm gonna mention this since we on live and everybody tapping in, whoever it is, you know what I'm saying. And somebody asked me, because I'm a model, host, and actress. I've done film, you know what I'm saying. The flow is just natural because I believe that before you call yourself as an actress, you have to go through. You know what I'm saying? You for you to act the script as a art as a actress, you have to go through the struggle. So so basically, what I'm saying is, if I have a project and it's about acting, I'm supposed to be homeless or whatever the case may be. I would apply my personal life if I did went through that homeless or whatever the script is, and it's gonna come out naturally on the film. So I said what I said is because I have uh somebody emailed me about how are you so good on acting and so good looking in the camera. What is your secret? Like, who's training you? You know what I'm saying? Did you
Yeah.
get what I'm saying, Miss Flower, where I'm coming from?
Yeah.
So I'm just answering the people because I don't want to, text and email and all that because I don't got time.
No, that's what these shows are for. People are always
So,
welcome to send an email into the show if you have some thoughts or questions. And that's
oh,
what
there
these
you
kind
go.
of shows are
So
for. Yeah.
yeah, like Miss Flower said, you guys can email the show directly, not me. The show, but yeah, that's what's going on. But it's crazy. It's really crazy, and it's. I thank you, Miss Flower. I really thank you because I think it's progressing. I mean, I'm seeing the start later on.
It's how it goes, you gotta do a little bit of this and a bit of that. You gotta have a little bit in your cup to be able to pour a little bit out the cup
Right,
to be
right,
able to,
right. All I need is
like
French vanilla on my cup. God damn, they can't even get that shit to me. And I just don't
you can hold the
understand
cinnamon
that.
shaving too. I
This
don't
is
even
this
need
is
that
what I'm
part.
just gonna broadcast to the whole nationwide, whole world, whoever hear this, whatever platform we go to, and be heard.
It
I'm
looks
just
like we
saying
lost
that.
it looks like we lost visuals with Yorkie. We'll hold on with the audio. Oh, and we're back. Okay.
Yeah, because I was smoking my blunt. Is
Oh,
I
okay.
mean,
It's okay. You can, if you want to go audio, that's fine. You can. You don't have to tell all your business. You can go just audio, but let us know.
hey,
Let's know.
everybody know my business. I need to know my business too, Miss Flower. I'm just keeping it real because this is my thought. You know what I'm saying?
Okay?
I'm just saying that, a lot of people is justifying something that, oh, Yoki this, yo, you don't mess
Yeah.
with Yoki, don't conduct business with her, she this, she that. But the only weak minded will believe stuff like that. So nowadays I seen a lot of weak minded because I just sit back with my coffee and just watch them turn around and come back and say
A
this.
lot of it, and yeah, I'm gonna ponder on that a little bit because let me add it if you will, because a lot of times people's business or idea of business ain't business anyway. So, like, if someone say like, "Oh, don't do business with that person," why? Because you failed to actually succeed to do business with that person. Like, that's just not on one person. It takes two people to do business together. So maybe it was a business that you had no, like, it didn't even work. So you can't say you don't do business with somebody because of why. Because why is the reason? Like, it. So it all really depends on what kind of business you have to do, right? Because there is several people in this industry who along the way I have done business with.
Mm-hmm.
And let me just say, like, all of the, I have not been paid by a lot of places that should have taking care of certain things. I felt that was tacky to have me doing the job that I was doing for you without some kind of compensation, because, like, for real. But at the same time, like, that's just kind of how it goes. And when you're, young and you're interning and you're finding your way, that's how it is. When you get to be at a certain point in your business and in this industry, for sure, there are certain things that you take with you. So I don't do business with just anybody who's ever wanted to do business. I don't promote people's music who I don't care for, or who I don't care for your business. Like, there are people who I don't care for their music and they're like who they what kind of business they do at all. But they might be a really good person or humanitarian that participates in this one thing every year over here. And I'm gonna rock with you for that,
Right.
because you kept it solid with me. Now, if you do bad business on your own, that's
It's bad
on you.
business.
But I will also say that that comes from people who should have been doing the business with me, trying to go do business with somebody else that you done seen or heard through somebody. Like, it all comes down to what you know and who you know and how you know what you know and where you go and what you do and how
Right.
you do
That
what
part.
you do.
Keep on, Miss Flowers.
So,
Say it all.
you
God
know,
damn,
like,
be my
it's
translator.
been right, because then I have people that have come to me and been like, "Oh, that person is a bad business." Why? Because you brought your bad business to that person. Because if you had good business, I would have been doing business with you. You wouldn't have
Right.
had to bring it to that person, because if your link to that person in reality really was me, then if your business was as good as you thought your business was, or worth as much as it was, I would have been had people at you because of your business. And that's just kind
Right.
of how it goes. Like, it is what it is, right? So I have people that do really good business, but they suck at other stuff. And they know that. So they hire other people to do the other stuff. And so
Yeah.
you may never know it's that person doing the business. I think that's good business, and then, like, it does come down to it. People love to hate on the next person because they're doing something. Just because somebody's out there doing the most for them don't mean it's the most for you. It don't mean it's the same thing you need to do. Everybody can do things their own way, and sometimes there's a blueprint that works. And there are some people that have been blessed to have this blueprint that works. And people who have followed this blueprint get successful. And so there really is no need to argue if the blueprint works, because the people who have followed the blueprint, they've gotten successful. And it's kind of like money. Money leaves clues. And I mentored, I heard that in a mentorship. I was in a mentorship experience. I'm gonna call it a mentorship experience because that's really what it was. I met so many great people during those few years, and they lifelong mentors and coaches that are in multiple different businesses and multiple different phases of life. I can't even keep up. They all million. They all got money. They all successful. And I heard that before. Money leaves clues. So, like, you kind of just gotta take it for what it's worth. You have to
Mm-hmm.
remember going back to a time where there was only one celebrity in like multiple towns, right? So you didn't have a celebrity on every block. You didn't have somebody. You didn't have an apartment complex with 100 apartments and 80 of them are rappers trying to make a demo and record, and like, you just didn't have as much. art production and music production and audio and visual coming out of everywhere, and now it's just coming out of our ears everywhere. And
Right.
it's some of it is pollution. Let's face it. Some artists, um, their work is just not focused where it needs to be in the avenue that they're taking it. But this is where companies like the company that I have been visualizing and when creating comes into play, because just because you're not a singer, or just because you're not a rapper, or just because you're not the comedian, or just because you doesn't mean that those same skills can't be applied to just different versions of that. Like you can be a comedian ad salesman. You could be a comedian that is in movies. You don't have to be, an on-stage comedian that travels the world and has your own VH1 special. Is that a thing? No, VH1 is music. Well, whatever
Mhm.
the specials are these days. But you can be somebody who's casted in movies for certain roles. Like, I don't know, there's different versions of a lot of things, and some of these people that have these stories to tell, they're not necessarily music, but they're writing, their books, their movies, their plays. They are incredible business plans that can be applied to multiple businesses to change the world. So people out there hating, it looks like we lost Yorkie, but so I'll finish this little tidbit to ourselves until she clocks back in. But people are out there hating on people who are simply trying to share their vision or express their vision. And keep in mind, people don't always know how to express their vision from the beginning of having the vision. Sometimes it takes them multiple tries, multiple times, bumping their heads. It's always a work in progress. Just like with science, it takes them a long time to figure out different formulas, just like with anything that you simply can create. So don't stop creating out there in the world. Just continue to create, but try to create with positivity and wholesomeness and goodness, because at the end of the day, we are what we create. We do become what we create. So um looks like we lost Yorkie this time around, but we will get back to her probably this evening or tomorrow. I'm going to end this show short, and we will talk to you soon. Have a good night. Thank you for listening and hearing our show. I am the Coachella Valley Concierge, and I provide a platform for others to be able to voice their opinions and start their podcast. If you are interested or would like to sponsor, you can definitely contact me. Also, we have a live stream in the month of July. Tickets are available on the website, and you can go there and you can pick your favorite artist and you can purchase a ticket under that link. And we'll see you soon.